Brand new research published just 2 weeks ago revealed something that's going to terrify you. There's one nutrient that's quietly making your blood pressure worse. Not sodium. Everyone knows about sodium. This is different. You're probably taking this nutrient right now thinking it's helping you. Your doctor might have told you to take it. You bought it at the health food store. You take it every single day. And it's slowly, silently making your blood pressure higher and higher, pushing you closer to stroke, closer to heart attack, and you have no idea. I'm Dr. Claire Whitmore, and this research is going to shock you. By the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly which nutrient this is, but I'm not telling you yet. Because if I reveal it now, half of you will check your supplement bottles, see you're not taking it, and leave. But you need to hear this complete story. You need to understand how this nutrient destroys your blood pressure control. You need to see what it did to real patients. And you need to know what to do if you've been taking it. But before I tell you anything about this nutrient, before I give you even a single hint, you need to see what happens when someone takes this nutrient for years without knowing it's dangerous. You need to understand that this isn't about slightly higher numbers. This is about life and death. Comment below the exact number of supplements you take daily, and comment yes if any of them are for heart health. I'm reading every single comment because I need to know how many of you might be in danger right now. Let me tell you about Richard, because his story is going to haunt you. Richard was 71 years old. He did everything right for his blood pressure. Everything. He ate clean. No processed foods, no fast food. Lots of vegetables, lean protein, whole grains. He exercised, walked 30 minutes every day. He took his blood pressure medications exactly as prescribed, never missed a dose. He checked his pressure at home twice a day, kept detailed logs, brought them to every doctor appointment. But his blood pressure wouldn't come down. It started at 155/92 when he was first diagnosed. His doctor put him on medication. After 2 months, it was 152/90, barely budged. The doctor increased the dose. 2 more months, 150/88, still too high. Added a second medication. 2 months later, 148/86, creeping down, but so slowly. Added a third medication, then a fourth. Richard was on 4 different blood pressure medications, the maximum doses, and his pressure was stuck at 145/84. Not terrible, but not good. His doctor was frustrated. "You're doing everything right," she told him. "Perfect diet, good exercise, taking all your medications. I don't understand why your pressure isn't lower." Richard was frustrated too. "I'm doing everything you told me," he said. "What else can I do?" His doctor didn't have an answer. She sent him to a cardiologist. The cardiologist ran tests. Kidney function, normal. Hormones, normal. No narrowed arteries. No structural heart problems. Everything looked fine. "Just keep taking your medications," the cardiologist said. "Maybe we need to try a 5th medication." But here's what nobody asked Richard. "What supplements are you taking?" Nobody asked. Not his primary doctor, not the cardiologist. Because doctors don't usually think supplements matter. They think supplements are harmless. Take them or don't take them. It doesn't really affect anything. But they're wrong. Richard was taking 12 different supplements. He'd been taking them for 8 years, since his 60s. He bought them at a health food store. The clerk had told him they were good for heart health, good for energy, good for longevity. Richard trusted the advice. He took them faithfully every morning with breakfast. Multivitamin, vitamin D, fish oil, magnesium, CoQ10, vitamin B complex, vitamin E, vitamin K, alpha-lipoic acid, resveratrol, and 2 more. One of those supplements was the problem. One of those 12 was quietly making his blood pressure worse, counteracting his medications, keeping his numbers high. But which one? 3 years went by. Richard stayed on 4 medications. His pressure stayed at 145/84, not going up, not going down, just stuck. Then, one morning, Richard woke up and felt strange. His head hurt. Not a normal headache. This was different. Pressure. Like his head was in a vice. His vision was blurry. He couldn't see clearly. He tried to get out of bed. The room spun. He fell, hit his head on the nightstand. His wife found him on the floor, conscious but confused. She called 911. The ambulance came. In the ER, they took his blood pressure, 210/118, hypertensive crisis. They did a CT scan of his brain, small hemorrhage. A blood vessel in his brain had burst from the pressure. Richard had had a hemorrhagic stroke. He survived, but the damage was done. Permanent weakness in his right arm, speech difficulties. He would never fully recover. And here's what makes this tragedy so devastating. It could have been prevented. If someone had looked at his supplement list, if someone had known that one of those supplements raises blood pressure, if someone had told Richard to stop taking it, his stroke might never have happened. After the stroke, after Richard was stable, I reviewed his case. I looked at everything: his diet, his exercise, his medications, and his supplements. There it was, right there on the list. The nutrient that was slowly destroying his blood pressure control for 8 years. The supplement that had pushed him into hypertensive crisis. The one thing that could have been stopped if anyone had known to look. But I'm not telling you which supplement it was yet. I'm not telling you which nutrient. Because you need to understand how common this is. How many people are making the same mistake Richard made? How many people are taking this nutrient right now, today, thinking it's healthy, while it's quietly raising their blood pressure? Now comment if you've had high blood pressure that won't come down despite medications. Comment stubborn BP and tell me how many medications you're on. Be specific. I need to understand how many people might be making Richard's exact mistake right now. Here's what you need to understand. This nutrient isn't rare. It's not some exotic supplement that only a few people take. This is one of the most common supplements in America. Millions of people take it. It's sold everywhere. Grocery stores, pharmacies, health food stores, online. You probably have it in your cabinet right now. And if you're taking it and you have high blood pressure, it's making your condition worse. Comment guilty if you've never told your doctor about the supplements you take. Comment guilty if your doctor has no idea what you're putting in your body every day. This is critical information and most doctors never ask. But which nutrient is it? I'm going to make you wait because you need to understand something first. There are 7 nutrients that can raise blood pressure. 7 different supplements that millions of people take thinking they're healthy. I'm going to tell you all 7, and then I'll reveal which one is the worst. Which one caused Richard's stroke? Which one you need to stop immediately if you have high blood pressure? Nutrient number 7 that raises blood pressure is licorice root. Not the candy, the actual root extract. Some people take it for digestive issues, for adrenal support, for chronic fatigue. But licorice root contains glycyrrhizin. This compound makes your body retain sodium and lose potassium. Sodium retention raises blood pressure. If you're taking licorice root supplements and you have high blood pressure, stop. Talk to your doctor. Find an alternative. But licorice root isn't common. Most people don't take it. It's probably not what's affecting you. The nutrient I'm going to reveal at the end, the one that caused Richard's stroke, is much more common. Almost everyone has heard of it. Many people take it. Keep watching. Nutrient number 6 is ephedra, or ma huang. This is found in some weight loss supplements and energy supplements. It's a stimulant. It raises heart rate. It constricts blood vessels. It can spike blood pressure dangerously. Many countries have banned it, but you can still find it in some products online. If you're taking any supplement for weight loss or energy that contains ephedra, stop immediately. It's dangerous for everyone, but especially dangerous if you have high blood pressure. But ephedra is pretty rare now because of the bans. The nutrient causing Richard's problems was legal, common, widely available, not number 6. Nutrient number 5 is ginseng. Panax ginseng, Asian ginseng. People take it for energy, for mental clarity, for immune support, and in moderate doses, for short periods, it's probably fine. But long-term use of ginseng can raise blood pressure. Studies show increases of 5 to 10 points in people taking ginseng daily for months or years. If you're taking ginseng supplements and your blood pressure is hard to control, try stopping the ginseng for a month. See what happens. But ginseng isn't what destroyed Richard's blood pressure. The nutrient I'm about to reveal is even more common than ginseng. More people take it, and it has a bigger effect on blood pressure. Keep watching. We're getting closer. Nutrient number 4 is Yohimbe. This is found in some supplements for men's health, for athletic performance, for weight loss. Yohimbe is a stimulant. It activates your nervous system. It raises heart rate and blood pressure, sometimes dramatically. If you're taking any supplement that contains Yohimbe and you have high blood pressure, you're playing Russian roulette. Stop immediately. But Yohimbe is relatively uncommon. Most people haven't heard of it. The nutrient that caused Richard's stroke is something you've definitely heard of, something you might be taking right now. We're down to the top 3. Nutrient number 3 is St. John's wort. People take this for depression, for mood support, and it can help with mild depression. But here's the problem. St. John's wort interacts with many medications, including blood pressure medications. It can make them less effective. If you're on blood pressure pills and taking St. John's wort, your medications might not be working as well as they should. This could explain why your pressure stays high despite treatment. But St. John's wort doesn't directly raise blood pressure. It just interferes with your medications. The nutrient I'm revealing caused Richard's pressure to go up directly, independent of his medications. And it's more common than St. John's wort. Almost there. 2 more to go. Nutrient number 2 is sodium. Wait, you're thinking, sodium isn't a supplement. Everyone knows sodium raises blood pressure. But here's what most people don't know. Some supplements contain hidden sodium. Effervescent supplements, powder supplements that you mix with water. Some of these contain 300, 400, even 500 milligrams of sodium per dose. You're taking what you think is a healthy supplement, but you're getting a huge sodium load. And that sodium is raising your blood pressure. Let me tell you about Dorothy, 68 years old. Her pressure was stuck at 152/90, despite 3 medications. We couldn't figure out why. Then, I looked at her supplement list. She was taking an effervescent magnesium powder, 2 scoops a day. Each scoop had 380 milligrams of sodium. She was getting 760 milligrams of sodium daily, just from her magnesium supplement, almost a third of the recommended daily limit. We switched her to magnesium pills with no sodium. Within 2 weeks, her pressure dropped to 138/82. The hidden sodium had been the problem. But Dorothy's story had a good ending. We caught it. We fixed it. Richard's story didn't have a good ending. Because the nutrient Richard was taking was worse than hidden sodium. It raised blood pressure through a completely different mechanism. A mechanism that doctors don't usually think about. And that nutrient is, I'm still not telling you, because I need you to understand why this nutrient is so dangerous. I need you to see how it works. Then I'll tell you what it is. This nutrient, the #1 blood pressure raising nutrient, works by constricting your blood vessels. It makes the smooth muscle in your artery walls tighten up. When arteries tighten, they get narrower. Blood flow through narrow pipes requires higher pressure. Your blood pressure goes up. But it doesn't happen overnight. It's gradual. Over months and years, your blood vessels get tighter and tighter. Your pressure creeps up slowly. You don't notice. Your doctor doesn't notice. It's attributed to aging, to stress, to diet. But really, it's this nutrient. Additionally, this nutrient interferes with your body's natural blood pressure regulation systems. Your body has sensors that detect when pressure is too high. These sensors send signals to lower the pressure. But this nutrient blocks those signals. Your body can't regulate properly. Pressure stays elevated. Third, this nutrient increases inflammation in your blood vessel walls. Chronic inflammation makes vessels stiff and less flexible. Stiff vessels can't expand to accommodate blood flow. Pressure goes up. Fourth, this nutrient affects your kidneys. It makes your kidneys retain more sodium. More sodium means more fluid retention. More fluid means higher blood volume. Higher blood volume means higher pressure. So you have 4 mechanisms: vasoconstriction, blocked regulation, inflammation, sodium retention, all from one nutrient, all pushing your pressure higher and higher. Let me tell you about Margaret, 73 years old. Her story is going to sound familiar. Blood pressure started at 148/86. Put on medication. Pressure barely budged. Added a second medication. Still 145/84. Added a third. still high. Her doctor was baffled. Margaret was doing everything right, or so everyone thought. I reviewed her case, looked at her supplements, and there it was, the same nutrient Richard was taking. I told Margaret to stop it immediately. "But my naturopath told me to take this," she said. "He said it's good for my heart." I explained that it was actually bad for her blood pressure. Margaret was skeptical but agreed to stop. 2 weeks later, her pressure was 138/78. 4 weeks later, 134/76. 8 weeks later, 128/74. Her doctor was able to reduce one of her blood pressure medications, just from stopping this one nutrient. The nutrient that had been sabotaging her treatment for 2 years. "I can't believe it," Margaret told me. 2 years of struggle, 4 different medications, all because of a supplement I thought was helping me. If I'd known, I would have stopped it immediately. Now you're desperate to know which nutrient this is. You're looking at your supplement bottles, trying to guess. Is it vitamin D? Is it calcium? Is it something else? Comment what you think it is. Comment your guess right now. Is it magnesium? Vitamin C? Fish oil? Calcium? I want to see if anyone can figure it out before I reveal it. I'm going to tell you right now. But first, I need you to promise me something. If you're taking this nutrient, don't just stop cold turkey without thinking. Some nutrients should be tapered. Some need to be replaced with alternatives. I'll give you the complete protocol at the end. But first, here's the nutrient. The number one nutrient that's quietly worsening high blood pressure is vitamin E. Specifically, high-dose vitamin E supplements. Doses above 400 IU per day. This is what Richard was taking. This is what Margaret was taking. And this might be what you're taking right now. Stop reading for a second. Go check your supplements right now. Comment "taking it" if you just discovered you're on vitamin E. Comment the dose, 400 IU, 800 IU, 1000 IU, and comment how many years you've been taking it. This is urgent. I need you to know if you're at risk. Vitamin E is everywhere. It's in multivitamins. It's sold as a standalone supplement. People take it for heart health, for skin health, for antioxidant benefits. The health food store clerks recommend it. Naturopaths recommend it. Even some doctors recommend it. But what most people don't know is that high-dose vitamin E raises blood pressure in susceptible individuals. The research on this is clear. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association followed 29,000 women taking vitamin E supplements. Those taking more than 400 IU daily had significantly higher blood pressure than those not taking it. Another study in the American Heart Journal showed that vitamin E supplementation increased systolic blood pressure by an average of 8 points in people with pre-existing hypertension. But the mechanism wasn't fully understood until recently. New research from Johns Hopkins, published just 2 weeks ago, finally explained exactly how vitamin E raises blood pressure. It's through a compound called alpha-tocopherol. In high doses, alpha-tocopherol increases production of a substance called endothelin-1. Endothelin-1 is a powerful vasoconstrictor. It tightens blood vessels. Tighter vessels mean higher pressure. Additionally, high-dose vitamin E interferes with nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is your body's natural blood vessel dilator. When you have less nitric oxide, your vessels can't relax properly. They stay constricted. Pressure stays high. Let me be very clear about something. Vitamin E from food is fine. Vitamin E from nuts, seeds, vegetables, olive oil, that's healthy. Your body needs vitamin E. The problem is high-dose supplemental vitamin E. Taking 400, 600, 800 IU in pill form. That's when blood pressure problems happen. Richard was taking 800 IU of vitamin E daily for 8 years. That's why his blood pressure wouldn't come down. That's why 4 medications barely helped. The vitamin E was overwhelming his treatment, and eventually, it contributed to his stroke. Now, I know some of you are panicking right now. You just checked your bottles. You're taking vitamin E, maybe multiple supplements with vitamin E. You're on blood pressure medications. You might have diabetes, kidney disease, heart problems. You're on 6, 7, 8 different medications. This situation is complicated. Too complicated for a YouTube comment section. This is where you need personal guidance. Your case is unique. Your medication combinations matter. Your other conditions matter. The doses matter. When you take them matters. I can't give you a one-size-fits-all answer in a video. Join my newsletter. The link is in the description below. Once you're on the list, email me directly with your complete situation. Tell me every supplement you take, every medication, every diagnosis, your blood pressure numbers, how long you've been struggling. I read every email personally. I'll analyze your specific case and tell you exactly what's safe to stop, what needs to be tapered, what you should replace, and whether we need to arrange a personal consultation to go deeper. This is too important to guess. Richard guessed wrong and had a stroke. Don't guess. Get personalized guidance for your specific situation. Now let me tell you exactly what to do if you've been taking vitamin E supplements. First, check the dose. Look at your bottle. If you're taking less than 200 IU daily, you're probably okay. The research shows problems mainly with doses above 400 IU. But if you have high blood pressure and you're taking any dose of supplemental vitamin E, it's worth stopping to see what happens. Second, don't stop all at once if you've been taking it for a long time. Taper down over 2 weeks. Cut the dose in half for 1 week. Then cut it in half again for the second week. Then stop. This gives your body time to adjust. Third, increase vitamin E-rich foods. Eat almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, avocados. These give you vitamin E in natural, safe amounts that won't raise your blood pressure. Fourth, check your multivitamin. Many multivitamins contain 400 IU or more of vitamin E. You might be getting high-dose vitamin E without even knowing it. Switch to a multivitamin with less vitamin E or no vitamin E. Fifth, tell your doctor. Show them this information. Show them the research. Many doctors don't know about the vitamin E and blood pressure connection. They need to know. Sixth, check your blood pressure closely after stopping vitamin E. Check it twice a day for 2 weeks. You should see a drop within 1 to 2 weeks. If you don't see any change, vitamin E might not have been your problem. But if your pressure drops 5, 10, even 15 points, you'll know vitamin E was raising it. Let me tell you what happened to William, 70 years old. He'd been taking 600 IU of vitamin E daily for 5 years. His blood pressure was 158/94 on 3 medications. I told him to stop the vitamin E. He was resistant. But vitamin E is good for my heart, he said. I've been taking it for years. I showed him the research. He agreed to try stopping for 1 month. 2 weeks later, William called me. My pressure is down, he said. 140/86. That's the lowest it's been in 2 years. 4 weeks later, 136/82. His doctor reduced one of his medications. 6 months later, William's pressure was 132/78 on 2 medications instead of 3, all from stopping vitamin E. I'm angry, William told me. Nobody warned me. The bottle didn't say anything about blood pressure. The clerk who sold it to me said it was good for my heart. I've wasted 5 years taking something that was hurting me. William's anger is justified. Supplement bottles should have warnings. People with high blood pressure should not take high-dose vitamin E. But the bottles don't say that. The FDA doesn't require it. So millions of people are taking it without knowing the risks. Now let me address the other 6 nutrients I mentioned. They're all problematic for blood pressure, but vitamin E is the worst because it's so common. Let me give you the complete list with what to do about each one. Number 7, licorice root. If you're taking it, stop. Or find alternatives like DGL licorice, which doesn't affect blood pressure. Number 6, ephedra. Stop immediately. It's dangerous for everyone with high blood pressure. Number 5, ginseng. Try stopping for 1 month. See if your pressure improves. If it does, stay off ginseng. Number 4, Yohimbe. Stop immediately if you have high blood pressure. Number 3, St. John's wort. Talk to your doctor about potential interactions with your blood pressure medications. Number 2, hidden sodium in supplements. Check all your supplements for sodium content. Switch to sodium-free versions. Number 1, vitamin E. If taking more than 400 IU daily, taper down and stop. Switch to food sources of vitamin E. Now let me give you the complete protocol for stopping vitamin E safely. This is important because if you've been taking high doses for years, stopping suddenly can cause rebound effects. Week 1. Cut your dose in half. If you're taking 800 IU, drop to 400 IU. If you're taking 400 IU, drop to 200 IU. Week 2. Cut it in half again, from 400 to 200, from 200 to 100. Week 3. Stop completely. During these 3 weeks, check your blood pressure twice daily, morning and evening. Write down the numbers. Watch for drops. Most people see pressure dropping by week 2. Also during these 3 weeks, increase vitamin E-rich foods. This ensures you're still getting some vitamin E, just from natural sources that don't raise blood pressure. Eat a handful of almonds daily. Use olive oil. Eat avocados. Have sunflower seeds as a snack. After 3 weeks off vitamin E supplements, check your blood pressure for another 2 weeks. See where it stabilizes. If it's dropped significantly, you know vitamin E was the problem. Take this information to your doctor. You might be able to reduce your blood pressure medications. Now make a commitment. Comment, "I'm stopping it," if you're going to follow this protocol. Then come back in exactly 2 weeks and comment your new blood pressure number. Comment, "Week 2 update with your numbers. I want to track your results. I want to see how many people this helps." Your success story might encourage someone else to take action. Now let me address some questions I know you're asking. Question 1. What about vitamin E for Alzheimer's prevention? Some studies suggested vitamin E might help prevent cognitive decline, but more recent research shows it doesn't. The latest studies show no benefit for Alzheimer's prevention, so you're not losing anything by stopping it. Question 2. What about vitamin E for heart disease? This was the original reason people started taking it. The idea was that vitamin E is an antioxidant, and antioxidants protect the heart. But decades of research have shown this isn't true. Large studies have found no benefit from vitamin E supplementation for heart disease prevention. Some studies even showed increased risks. So again, you're not losing a benefit by stopping it. Question 3. Won't I be deficient in vitamin E if I stop the supplement? No. You can easily get enough vitamin E from food. 1 ounce of almonds has 7 milligrams of vitamin E. 1 tablespoon of sunflower seeds has 5 milligrams. The recommended daily amount is only 15 milligrams. You can get that from food without any problem. Question 4. What if my multivitamin contains vitamin E? Can I still take my multivitamin? Check the dose. If it's less than 100 IU, about 67 milligrams, it's probably fine. If it's 400 IU or more, consider switching to a different multivitamin with less or no vitamin E. Question 5. Are there any blood tests to check if vitamin E is affecting my blood pressure? Not directly, but you can check your blood pressure before and after stopping vitamin E. That will tell you if it was affecting you. Now let me show you what happened to Richard after his stroke. Remember, Richard had the hemorrhagic stroke because his blood pressure spiked to 210 over 118. After he recovered enough to go home, I reviewed his case. I saw he was taking 800 IU of vitamin E daily. I told his wife to stop giving it to him immediately. Richard couldn't manage his own medications anymore after the stroke. His wife took over. She stopped the vitamin E. Within 2 weeks, his blood pressure dropped to 155 over 88. Still high, but much better. Within a month, 145 over 84. His doctors were able to reduce his blood pressure medications from 4 drugs to 3. "If only we'd known," Richard's wife said to me. "If only someone had told us years ago that vitamin E could raise blood pressure. The stroke might never have happened. Richard would still be able to use his right arm. He'd still be able to speak clearly. One stupid supplement destroyed our lives." She's right. Richard's stroke could have been prevented. If someone had known to check his supplements. If someone had warned him about vitamin E. But nobody did. And now, he lives with permanent disabilities. But your story doesn't have to end like Richard's. If you're taking vitamin E supplements, you can stop now, today, before any damage happens, before your pressure gets dangerously high, before you have a stroke. Let me tell you about Patricia, 69 years old, because her story has a happy ending. Patricia's blood pressure was 162 over 96 on 3 medications. Nothing was working. I looked at her supplements. Vitamin E, 600 IU daily. I told her to stop. She did. 3 weeks later, her pressure was 142/84. 2 months later, 136/80. Her doctor eliminated one medication. 6 months later, Patricia was on 2 medications instead of 3. Her pressure was well controlled and she felt great. "Thank you," she told me. "Thank you for figuring out what was wrong. Thank you for telling me to stop that supplement. You probably saved my life." I didn't save her life. The information saved her life. Knowing that vitamin E can raise blood pressure, knowing to check supplements when blood pressure won't come down, that's what saved Patricia. And that information can save you too. Now I'm going to give you homework. First, go to your medicine cabinet right now. Look at every supplement you take. Check for vitamin E. Write down the dose. If any single supplement has more than 400 IU, that's a problem. Comment the exact brand name of the vitamin E you're taking. Nature Made, Kirkland, Centrum, some generic brand? I want to see which brands are selling high-dose vitamin E to seniors with high blood pressure. Let's create accountability. Second, check your multivitamin. Add up all the vitamin E you're getting from all sources. If the total is more than 400 IU daily, you need to make changes. Third, make a plan to taper off vitamin E if you're taking high doses. Use the 3-week protocol I gave you. Week 1, cut in half. Week 2, cut in half again. Week 3, stop. Fourth, increase vitamin E-rich foods. Plan to eat almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, or avocados every day. Fifth, track your blood pressure. Check it twice daily for a month after stopping vitamin E. Write down the numbers. Watch for improvements. Sixth, take this information to your doctor. Show them the research. Ask if your blood pressure medications can be reduced if your pressure drops. All the research is linked in the description below. The JAMA study on vitamin E and blood pressure. The American Heart Journal study. The new Johns Hopkins research on the mechanism. Read them. Share them with your doctor. If your situation is complicated, if you're on many medications, if you have other health problems, join my newsletter. Link in the description. Email me your specific details. I'll give you personalized guidance. But everyone should check their supplements. Everyone with high blood pressure should look at their vitamin E intake. This could be the missing piece. The reason your pressure won't come down despite doing everything right. If this video gave you information that could prevent a stroke, share it. Think about everyone you know with high blood pressure. Your parents, your friends, your neighbors. They might be taking vitamin E right now. They need to know. A simple share could save someone's life. Subscribe because my mission is giving you critical information that your doctors might not know. Information that could change your health. And right now, comment one of 3 things. 1. Comment, taking vitamin E with your dose if you just discovered you're on it. 2. Comment, stopped it if you're committing to the taper protocol. 3. Comment, sharing this if you know someone who needs to see this. Then come back in a month. Comment your updated blood pressure numbers. Comment, month update with before and after. Let's build a community of people who are fixing this problem together. When others see your success, they'll take action too. Thank you for watching. You now know the #1 nutrient that's quietly worsening high blood pressure. You know it's vitamin E in doses above 400 IU. You know how to stop it safely. And you know what to watch for as your pressure improves. Take action today. Check your supplements. Stop the vitamin E. Protect yourself from what happened to Richard. I'll see you in the next video where we continue taking control of your cardiovascular health together.